I don't know anyone who loves to whistle more than I do. I love to whistle. And not only that, but I love to hear the birds whistle. I love to hear each little song that each bird sings because they all have a different song. And they're all different and unique just like we are. But I love music. I love whistling. I love singing. I love dancing. And so that's why I like to come on here and just come on here with that type of vibe, that type of energy of just that kind of music just, frees my soul, makes me just want to dance and just be happy and just feel like, everything is okay. And remember to everything is okay, that everything is okay. That's just, a natural beat of my heart at the moment that I feel when I whistle. And that's something that, I'd like to talk about today. It's just getting to know yourself. That's what I want to talk about. I want to talk about getting to know ourselves because it's so important to get to know ourselves, you guys. To be able to know what we like to do, to be able to spend time on our own, by ourselves, with ourselves. To be by ourselves is not the same as being lonely. I love being by myself. I love going outdoors. I love being out in nature. I love walking alone. I love hiking alone. I love seeing all the greenery, and I love going into the forest and just spending time with the birds, with all little creatures that just I encounter, little bugs that cross my way, or, ladybugs or butterflies or just any little creature, little squirrels that come my way. I just like being out there and just vibing with them. And that's something that I really love to do. And then I also have learned that I love to paint. I love to draw. I love colors. I love mixing colors. And I also like to cook. And I like to make food, and I like to enjoy food, and I like to create food, and I like to mix food, I like to touch food, I like to smell food, I like to eat food. I like to make, I like to do. And before I really didn't know so many things that I like to do. I knew kind of, that I found a little interest in some of these things, but they were never things that I was ever doing alone or did by myself or, even thought of, oh, I like doing this. Oh, that's my hobby. Or I really didn't feel that I had many hobbies, I like to do many things always. I've always been that type of person. I've always been the type of person that like to know how to do things, that like to learn how to do new things. And always, if I found interest in something, I would investigate. How do I do that? Oh my gosh, that's so wow to me. Oh my gosh, whether it be a food that I like to taste or if it would be something that, I like to do and that wowed me, I would be like, I want to learn how to do that. How do they do that? I have to know. So that's how I started discovering my interest and what I like to do. Some people are just naturally talented. And, I think I have natural talents too. But I just didn't know what they were. Growing up, we try to find ourselves and who we are and what we like. And, it's been a long time that I've been a young girl. But I have, throughout the years and throughout the centuries, it's not a century, throughout the decades, throughout the time that I've been alive here, a little over 40 years, we're just going to say a little. I have discovered so much about myself, especially these moments, these past few years, these past few months. I have discovered more about myself than ever, growing up and just living life and experiencing different things in our life. Those are the moments that we acquire knowledge, and that we acquire wisdom, and we acquire hobbies and things that we like to do. And I come to realize, you guys, that most times when I did things on my own for myself as hobbies, I did on my own. I did them on my own. I didn't need anybody to do them with me. They were actual things that I did alone. I didn't need anybody to do these things with me, and I really enjoyed doing them. So they didn't seem like a task or a job. It was just something that I look forward to doing. All these things that I look forward to doing, I even sometimes like get on the piano and just seldomly just start, just playing with the keys and, oh, that sounds good. Oh, how about this? And how about this? And just discovering things on my own. But figuring things out like that I like to do things like that. I didn't have to do them with anyone, is what I want to tell you guys. And so I'd like to encourage each and every one of us to get to know yourself by being alone, being by yourself. Not lonely, but just being by yourself and spending time by yourself and going out by yourself and doing things by yourself and asking yourself questions maybe sometimes like you're someone else. Like, what do you want to do today? What do you want to spend time doing today? What do you want to, go see? What do you want to go? What kind of foods you want to have? And take yourself out, like on a date and get to know yourself. When you sit down with yourself, by yourself, ask yourself questions. Those are the type of things that we do with people, that we want to get to know. So if we want to get to know ourselves and how to enjoy things on our own and to get to know the things that we actually like to do on our own, well, we need to spend time alone and ask ourselves these questions and answer these questions for ourselves. Because when I would do that, I'd be like, Nena, Nenita, what do you want to eat today, What do you want to eat? And I'd be like, oh, I want, I want this or I want that. Sometimes it would be like, I want some ice cream today. I'd be like, okay, come on, let's go make some ice cream. So sometimes it's like two of me talking to me. It's me up here talking to this me, or like my adult self talking to my little girl self, or my little girl self talking to my adult self and saying, I want ice cream. And the adult self saying, okay, come on, let's go make some. And then there we go to go make the ice cream. And so it's excuse me, I'm shooing away a fly that keeps coming in here, and that's why you see me moving all around. But anyway, it's the experience of life, you guys, that gets us to the experiences in life that gets us to know, gives us the opportunity to get to know ourselves and who we are. These experiences, like I said, life is about accruing and accumulating all these experiences so that we can get to know what we like and what we like to do. That way, when we really sit down and think about who we are, what we like to do, we can actually say, hey, I'm okay being by myself because I like to do these things on my own. And so as we get older, we start to think about who we are and what we like to do. And I remember when I was younger, I always looked forward to, or just even in the past, 7, 8, 9, 10 years ago, I would look forward to doing things with people like, oh, let's see what they're doing, For some reason, other people's lives seem a little bit more interesting than my own. And it's because I wasn't living my life. I was just existing. Basically, I was just existing and, let's see what happens today. Oh, let's see what happens over here. Let's see what they're doing. Let's see where I can be. Let's see who I can be around. Let's see what kind of, what people give me or it was always like trying to get from people instead of giving myself, those experiences on my own. Because sometimes the illusion is greater than the actual reality. I would be thinking, oh, let's see what so-and-so is doing. And then I'd call them up or, we'd talk to each other. And then they'd be like, oh, yeah, I'm going to go here. I'm going to go there. I'm going to go. And then they'd be like, you want to go? And I'd be like, okay, sure. It sounded really exciting, really cool, real fun. And in my mind, I'd be like, yeah, it's going to be fun. But then I'd be around them. I'd be like, it's not as fun as I really thought. I was expecting people to make me have fun or to do things to, for me to smile or laugh, like if they were using them as amusement. Basically, if I didn't feel good, oh, let's see what they're doing. Let's see. They make me laugh or they make me this or they make me that. And then I would get disappointed when it didn't happen. So if I would go out with the expectations of, I'm not feeling good, I'm going to go over here because they're funny or they make me laugh or whatever, thinking that I'm going to be, get out of this funk feeling by being around this person, that it was going to change because of them, well, sometimes I would get disappointed because I'd be like, I don't feel good. I'm still around this person. I thought I was going to feel better. I'm still over here in this place. I'm still, around these people that seem to be having a good time, but I'm not having a good time. I was expecting things to happen for me instead of me doing things to, for me to feel happy, for me to feel good, for me to feel whatever way I wanted to feel. I didn't need to sit around and wait for people to do things for me so I can feel better. I needed to do things for myself. And so by being alone, by spending time with myself, by going out into nature, into the woods, into the forest by myself, just around, in silence with no one around, well, I had no one to talk to. I had no one to ask questions to. A physical person, at least, I didn't have anyone to talk to, but I had myself to talk to, and I had my own self to answer to. And so the answers came from within, and I started listening to myself as to what I liked and the things that I knew and the things that I saw and the things that I appreciated and the things that, interested me and the things that I was around. And so I started to get to know myself and started to discover that, I was very interesting. I am one of the most interesting people that I know. I know myself more than anybody else knows myself. And sometimes, also that we sometimes think and want other people to get to know us, but we have to be the ones to get to know ourselves so we can actually be good with ourselves and be happy with ourselves. This fly keeps flying by. Good. Oh, sorry. So, being alone, you guys, is really helpful if you want to get to know yourself, if you really want to know what your interests are, if you really want to be able to be happy and content and satisfied. When there's no one around. When there's no one around, you can actually close your eyes and be in silence and listen to what your heart has to say. Ask yourself those questions that you've always wanted to know, or think about those times that you really don't want to remember, and you can really, really go deep into your subconscious, and you can really pull out some really important events that may be able to help you on your spiritual journey, to help you to either heal areas in your life that need healing, or to just go back and just to confirm maybe some things that you weren't too sure about. There are a lot of things that you can discover about yourself, and you can really appreciate about yourself when you're alone. And I have heard just recently, and I didn't really think about it too much until I heard someone saying, but I heard that, people have a hard time doing that. There are not too many people who can really enjoy spending time alone and are happy just being by themselves. There are many people who look for other people to bring them joy, to bring them happiness, to bring them satisfaction. And that's okay to want company and to enjoy people's company, but when you expect that from someone, or you expect someone to do that for you, well, that's a lot of pressure on the other person. That's a lot of pressure on the people that you're around, to expect them to do anything for you or to take you to a higher level. Because it's not anyone's obligation to do anything for us, you guys. It's not anyone's obligation to even smile at us or to say hello to us. If they do that for us, well, thank you. Thank you so much. Hi, you too. And to smile back, no one has to do anything for us. But when they do, we welcome it. We welcome it, And so being alone helps us to appreciate who we are and what we can bring to the table for ourselves. And then when we fill our own cup and we get to know who we are and we're able to appreciate ourselves and love ourselves and know that we're okay being alone, well, then we can actually welcome other people into our life. We can welcome other people into our life, and we can both have a big party. have a big party. Like I told you, we can vibe high. We can vibe high. So when we mind our business, we get to know ourselves. We do the things that we love. We appreciate the things that we love. We get to be, free from thinking that we're victims of anyone's situation. We can easily get out of situations a lot easier when we know that we're there for us. Spend time with yourself, you guys. You will really, really enjoy what's around you when you pay attention to those little things and you pay attention to what your mind is saying, what your heart is saying. You will actually know how to react to things in a different way when you do that. Go out in nature or meditate or just be around the little birds more often. Or maybe you have a pet. Go around your pet and listen to what your pet is saying maybe. I know they have a lot to say to you. I listen to my cat all the time. My one cat, because my other cat, I learned that passed away. My little cat was missing, and we learned that I think it was her, that she passed away. We think someone may have ran her over, and it's real sad, so I really don't want to be crying right here with you guys, but it's been real hard past few days. And when I think about my baby Black Panther, she was only 2 years old. She had barely turned 2. It makes me really sad to think that I'm not going to have her around anymore, but I feel her presence all the time, and I see her up in the sky so many nights. In the past, I have seen her shining down on me, and I'm so grateful for the time that she spent with our family and with my kids and me, and that she showed us so much love. She taught me so much also. So you know what? I want to just encourage you guys that if you have pets, be around them and appreciate them, because they're so loyal and they're so loving and they're so real and authentic. And they can teach us so much. Like my baby Black Panther, she taught me so much. She taught me to just appreciate the time that we have around each other, and to be ourselves and to be our authentic selves around everybody, because those are the moments that we remember when we're around people who they are. We remember who people are. And when you're most loving and when you're yourself and you just don't stress out about anything and you're just free and just happy, well, you know what? You want to be around people like that. And that's why everybody loved baby Black Panther. She taught us how to be authentic and how to be real. She was always so playful. Always wanted to fetch the ball and always wanted to play and always wanted attention. And always, even though she got my other cat upset, he would get so upset when she would want to play with him and he didn't want to play, and she still played with him. She didn't care, but she was always just herself and very authentic, and we miss her so much. But I see her and I feel her. I miss her physical presence, but I know she's always with me, and she will always be with me. And I can talk to her too, and I still hear her little voice. And when I whistled to her, because I had a little special whistle for her when I had bananas, because she loved bananas so much, and I would call her and I would whistle. She would run from wherever she would be in the house, and she'd be like, meow, right away, and I'd be, banana, and I'd give her banana, and she loved her banana. And so I'm just going to miss her so much because of all those beautiful, lovely, wonderful moments that me and baby Black Panther had, and that she gave me, and I thank her so much. So anyway, you guys, just want to vibe. I always vibe, even though, I may be crying or whatever. Those are happy tears. And like right now, I'm feeling emotional because kind of sad, because I'm going to miss my baby, but I'm okay. We're okay. And I'm just grateful and blessed that I had her in my life, and that she gave us 2 wonderful years, because there were times when I was alone and I felt like I was by myself and I didn't have anyone. And then I would turn around and there was baby Black Panther right there, just looking at me, meow, and just purring and just wanting my company, and she'd bring me her little ball so I could throw it to her. So it was those moments when I appreciated her company, and that's what she taught me, you guys, to just appreciate people's company also. and just to be the best people that we possibly can be every day and be happy no matter what anybody else is going through. If somebody's going through something, not too well, and they're not feeling good, and they give you attitude, and you're in a good mood, and don't let them get you down. Don't let them dim your light. And there's been times where I've done that. I've allowed people, situations, circumstances, dim my light, and I stay dim, but I have to get out. And being by myself has really helped a lot, because I remind myself, what I need to do. When I meditate, it reminds me of the things that I need to do to get out of the funk, When I'm out in nature, it just reminds me of who I am, and it connects me once again to Mother Gaia, and it connects me once again to my spirit animals, and to my, to nature, to my flower sisters, my sister trees, and to all the little animals and every living thing. It connects me. And so I just want to be grateful for all that every single day. And I want to encourage you guys to also do that. Go outside, you guys. Connect with nature. Connect with what you like to do. Get the hobbies going. Paint, draw, sketch, knit, cook, whatever you like to do, just do it. And be busy in your life. And then you can come back and say, wow, you know what? I'm pretty interesting. I like to do a lot of things. I never knew I knew how to do these things. But we can only discover that we know how to do things when we go out and we do them. When we think about it too much, I want to do that. I want to do that. I want to do that. We can keep all day, all year saying, I want to. But unless we do it, well, then that's the only way it's going to get done. And that's the only way that we're going to be able to say, wow, I've come a long way. I remember when I didn't know how to do that. And now I've done it so much that it just comes so naturally. And now I love it. And now I can add it to my list of the things that I know that I love to do, and that I can just go to when I'm not feeling at my best. I can know that I do have good things and good qualities about myself, because then I start working those areas and going to those places and going to that vibe and connecting, and just jumping on that high flying disc of good vibes when we're doing the things that we love to do. So I just want to encourage you guys to just love yourself, love life, be good to you, keep flying high, elevate your soul, elevate your mind, Whistle, whistle, whistle. Love, love, love. Dance, dance, dance. Sing, sing, sing. It doesn't matter who's listening. It doesn't matter, if they don't think that you're doing it right. Just do it. Just do it. Do your thing. Do your thing. It's your time. Your moments. It's your life. Sorry. If I'm moving so much, this fly won't get out of this little room. It just keeps on coming in here and just bugging me around here, flying. So anyway, I gotta go. Talk to you soon. Peace, love. Take care of yourself. Take care of one another. Go outside in nature. Vibe high, baby. Get on that high flying disc. Love your life. Do your thing, baby. Shine, shine, shine. Star, do it. Do it. Do it. Just do it. Just do it. Just do it. Do it. Do it. That's not even a song. I just made it up. Anyway, guys, I will talk to you guys soon. I think that fly went away. I'm not sure. I hope it did. We'll talk to you guys later. Today's Friday. What am I going to do? What do I want to eat? Where do I want to go? What am I going to do to feel good all day? Then maybe I can connect with someone who's also feeling good, and we can just vibe high, baby. Vibe high. Party hardy, rock and roll. Right? Before I used to say other things behind that, but I'm not going to say any of that no more, because I don't need any of that. But I will talk to you guys soon. This little fly wants my company. Obviously. Later days, baby. Mwah. Hasta la vista. Talk to you soon.